Hello, hello. Nice to see you again on my webinar or our webinar. As every Monday, we're having a global broadcast, and today is 23rd December, 7 o'clock p.m. Oh, sorry, October, 23rd of October. I don't know why I'm September. So it's 7 o'clock p.m. in UK's time, but of course, since we've been running this webinar globally, so I believe some countries there's early morning, or some countries afternoon, or really, really late evening or night time. So my greetings to you. Good evening, good afternoon, and good morning. And I want to thank you, all of you, to attending the webinar, because I know we're living in 21st century and the time is really precious for us. And I really appreciate that you are here with me and Manjula, because we're going to give you really valuable information about our project and our company. Briefly, our agenda. So first speaker will be Manjula. So she will explain who we are and what we do in SkyWay Invest Group, what is string technology, what countries are involved, and what technology will how change that mankind. So let me give you the speech to my lovely colleague Manjula. And I will speak to you really shortly, and I'll explain more about the business and what's there for you.
Good evening, everybody. Good morning and good afternoon. Venus We Global. I introduce myself. I am Manjula Pankhania. I'm a business consultant, private investor and shareholder of various companies. I'm an expert in taxation and finance. That was my background. And I'm very, very passionate about environment and health. So today we have educational challenge. I'm sure some of you may agree, some of you may not agree, but let me just take you through to the cycle. First of all, when a child is born, we help them to take the first steps, learn the first word, then they obviously grow up, they go to school, learn the ABC, then they go to college and to university, receive a degree and go for whatever job that comes along their way, whether they actually do get jobs that they were educated or get the degree in. However, the education in investment is very, very low. So today we need education in investment. Who we are. Okay, let me introduce you to Andrei Havratov. He is a CEO of SkyWay Invest Group from Ukraine and a multimillionaire. Since his teenage years, he has been involved in different businesses and has been very successful in all of them. Along the process, he realized that investment education is much needed, so he created an academy of private investors where he mentors and he teaches how best to make money, make most of money, and he also delivers this on a one-to-one basis. So SkyWay Invest Group, his part in SkyWay is that he is the CEO, as I explained just earlier, and SkyWay Invest Group is an educational investment portal and is also a trademark of Rail SkyWay Invest. Sorry, the words. I'm going to repeat again. A trademark of Rail SkyWay system. And our mission is to educate people about the importance of financial and investment education. I'll give you one example. If I'm sure many of you do have regular savings, like everybody. If you were to save £10, there may be people from, globally. So to make life easier, as I am from UK, I will talk in our sterling, which is the British pound. So if you were to save £10 a week, that would equate for a year £520 in a bank. What does the bank do with your £10 that you save every week? They would reinvest that money to make better returns. So the £10 that you're saving per week is £520 per year. And the banks are making thousands and thousands because they are investing in other portfolios where they would make a better return. So when you're saving £10, think about it. And here we have the mission of educating people on finance. So let me take you to another challenge. We have a challenge of not enough people educated on money matters, but we also today have challenge, and one of the biggest challenge is the population. Population is increasing, hence overpopulated. So the world statistics on population today shows that there is 7.5 billion people, and estimated by the United Nations will increase this figure to 11.2 billion by 2100. Now that is a huge amount. So what does this mean? What this means is that with more people in the world, the traffic of most of the types is going to increase too. This in turn resulting in our roads being congested, polluted, and poor air quality. So this problem is not new. Records actually show that the worst air pollution disaster was actually in 1952. I don't know if any of you guys remember the Great Smog. That showed that 12,000 people actually died in 4 days. So the reason for me to actually explain these statistics is that we are not just facing the challenges of disasters, but we also today facing challenges of pollution. And the scientists, we do have the scientific evidence that suggests that air pollution is even now at low levels, which poses a more of a health threat than previously thought. So now is the time to change the way we commute to help with these hazards. So as with everything in today's age, there is technology change. Look how many times your mobile phone has been changed from the basic brick. I remember back in the early 80s, there was a big brick like phone, and the charger was so huge you had to really carry it in a bag. And look at the charger that you have now, and the mobile phone, it just gets slimmer and slimmer. In the same way, in the 19th century, we had this steam locomotive. Who would have thought at that time that there may even be the flying cars? So in this century, anything is possible. And I would now like to introduce you to Unitsky's string technology, SkyWay. So this is Unitsky. He created a string elevated transport technology. He is an engineer, and also a scientist. He has received over 200 patents, 2 grants of United Nations for his development, also 2 gold medals of all the Russian exhibitions that he's held. And as you can see from these slides, he's received various awards and certificates. If you would like to have more information on Unitsky, I suggest you take a note of the website, which is just stated at the bottom of this slide, and it's www.unitsky.com. So let me summarize what he's actually done with this technology. He drew up this technology way back in 1978. That's about 40 years ago. Fast forward from that, in 2001, he spoke to this to a person called Dimitris, and they set up a project. And in this project, as you all know, anything new, it needs to be trialed and tested. And with a huge project like this, it comes with the health and safety. That is the most important part. So in 2001, they set up this project, and unfortunately, a third party burnt the base, and the project was closed down. But fast forward to 2014, Unitsky met Andrei Havraftov, and together they signed up an agreement. They spoke to the Belarus government, and the government gave them an unused army base. As you can see from the picture from 2015, how brown it is. And the idea is to build a showcase there of the project, different types of traffic, different types of transport modes that we do have. And fast forward to 2017, that picture there is for real. So to expand more on the Eco-Techno Park, this disused army base is basically 36.86 hectares of land, where we are building a showcase with not just the 4 different types of transport and the rail tracks, but also greenery, because our transport will be eco-friendly. Here is a short video for you to see what Ecotech Park is about. Enjoy. So did you like the video? It is reality. It's coming. So I'll summarize then. We have 4 different types of transport modes. We have the high-speed Skyway, which is for long distances and can do up to 500 kilometers per hour. Then we've got the Unibike, which is designed for fitness and entertainment, and also in the future can also be used as a car. Speed of up to 120 kilometers per hour. And just to let you know that 2 weeks ago, this was actually tested, the speed, and the Unibike was able to do 105 kilometers per hour. And now that is a success for us. The Unibus can hold, it's a 14-seat transportation of passengers in the city and suburban routes, and it works on electric traction, which is also driverless and can reach a speed of over 150 kilometers per hour. Again, we tested this 2 weeks ago and it was capable of doing 80 kilometers per hour. And a week later, which was sometime last week, we did further speed tests and it was able to actually increase to 103 kilometers per hour. That's real success for us. Now, today we have received our first certificate and for health and safety and the speed. Any day now, the second certification will be carried out. And in December, we will have our third certification that will be carried out. Now, our third certification will be very, very crucial because the whole idea is that it will be tested in the cold weather conditions. It's very, very important that both of these are tested, both of these, Unibike and Unibus, is actually tested in all weather conditions. We also have the cargo, and cargo is designed for transportation of goods, which is also up and running in our test center, the Ecotech Park. So just to recap, as I mentioned earlier, 1978 is when the actual project was developed. Well, not the project, but the technology was developed by Unitsky. 2014 is when the project was initiated. When it was initiated, with any businesses, we needed to have a plan in place, and we have 15 phases. And fast forward to today, we are on stage 10. What it means is that at every stage, a certain amount of work needed to be done before we move on to the next stage and so forth. So we recently moved on to the stage 10, and stage 10 is the completion of working documentations. And just so that you know, that stage 10 may just be here for another 2 weeks, maybe 3 weeks, but then it will go on to the 11th stage. So if you look at this slide, we have 15 stages. We're on the 10th, moving on to 11 fairly soon, which means we are almost 2/3 away from completion. This slide is showing, well, this is more very recently, the European Union of Intellectual Property Office issued 11 certificates. What it means that What it means is basically it's, as it says from the slides, that we have the copyright. So when I mentioned earlier about the mobile phones and the change, and as you know, there are lots and lots of different types of phones around. At the same time, there is always going to be a competitor, no matter what product there is out there. We too have some competitors, and some of you may have already heard of Hyperloop. Why our SkyWay differs from the other three, and is the very, very most important factor, is that we are on the air and all the other three are actually flat on the ground. Now, the whole idea is that we need to, today and forever, we need to save our Earth from the planet. Just imagine how many roadworks there are, how many people overcrowded, and last thing we want is even more damage to our grounds. With SkyWay, we are up on the air, and we can do, you know, there's mountains, sea, jungles, you name it. One good thing about all four of it, all the competitors as well as ours, is that we're all eco-friendly, so at least there's one plus on all of them. However, we are very cost effective, as you can see, only 3 to 8 million cost per kilometer. And on the safety side of it, we are very high on safety standards, and the speeds 500 kilometers per hour. So today, sometime last week, in this year, in May 2017, and also just a couple of weeks ago, there was a smart city exhibition held in New Delhi, and these are as you can see from the first picture, the way the traffic there is so overpopulated, no system whatsoever how the cars are going, the buses are going, and we were able to also, as you can see, sorry, Dalai Lama also invited our own Unitsky to his base, and he has given us his blessings for what he sees the vision in our SkyWay transport technology. SkyWay transport technology, I very strongly do believe that is the way forward in the way we are commuting today. More than ever, people are commuting more now than what they did before. I mean, here in UK, there's 5 members in the family living together. In the past, 40 years ago, only one person would have a driving license and only one car between the whole family. Now, anybody over the age of 17, 5 people in the household would have 5 cars parked outside. Just imagine the air pollution and congestion that eventually is affecting our health. We also have Australia that is very, very, very involved with our SkyWay. There in the middle picture, this Rod Hook, he's the guy with the shirt, the jacket. He is an ex-Transport Minister of Australia. He has built 9 bridges. And when he was first introduced to SkyWay technology, he was very, very, very skeptical until he himself went to Belarus and saw it for himself, because even though he was skeptical, he still had an open mind. So he went to Belarus and he's never looked back. He is now the director of SkyWay in Australia. He's involved in 2 projects, and one of them is Flinders University, where this project will be built for the students from university to commute to the campus, which will obviously save time and cost spending for the government. I hope you all enjoyed my webinar. If I did any mistakes, I do apologise. This is my first. I'm going to now pass you back over to Alena, Pepina. Thank you for listening to me. Bye.
Hi, how did you like the webinar from Manjula's side? I'm gonna share my screen, not screen, but my some reason don't want to do it. Okay. Okay. So, as you understood, Manjula was talking about new innovative transport technology, and probably you wonder what is there for me. So, why you're here, all of you? And let me tell you a little bit. A bit later when I introduce with myself. Who doesn't know me? My name is Alena Pepina. Today I am acting as a manager at Global Transnet UK. Also, I am private investor and I've been committing in the project already for more than 3 years ago. So I'm as well co-owner of the SkyWay Steam Technology. Also, I graduated at Master Profi, which today, to be more part of the business part in a SkyWay Invest Group, it's must. But again, I will explain you later on in the presentation. So, as I mentioned, 3 years ago, first time when I heard about the technology, for me was really new. I didn't know what it's all about, and today I can guarantee you that this is the best decision whatever I made, and because today we not just impact the mankind, but also we're gonna change a lot of people's life today because we are involving the people in the project. So the SkyWay Invest Group created completely new term about our platform, which is multi-level crowd investing. So today we are involved the crowd. Whatever you see previously in the pictures and the videos, everything is done by purely people's belief, hope, trust, and they want to make a better environment in our world, how we live. So to a little bit briefly explain you what is actually crowd investing, what is crowdfunding, I want to show you a really brief video so you have a bit understanding what this means all about.
Here's how crowdfunding works in a nutshell. Let's say an independent filmmaker wants to shoot a new movie, or an aspiring inventor has an idea for a new product. Both need capital. The story. Crowdfunding is an emerging trend.
Great. I hope you understand a bit more what is actually means crowd investing. And I was watching a really great video. As you understood from the video, before 2012, there was only people have opportunity to invest in any startup company who are professional investors. So there wasn't allowed, I would say, like middle class or ordinary people to involved in startup companies. And Mr. Obama, ex-president of America, he signed a real contract or real permission, I would say that, 2012, that anyone who can want to be part of the startup companies, anyone can today commit in a project. And since 2012, anyone who want to create better wealth in their life and or want to take risk for better their future, and they can look for different opportunities where they can involve in different projects. And of course, it's the same in our company, SkyWay Invest Group, and give you a little bit short story which is really still stay in my head. Also in this video I was mentioned Facebook, and back then when the Facebook wasn't still on a stock market, was really early stage for Facebook. There was a guy whose name was David Choi. And he was painting the walls for the Facebook, and he was doing amazing job. And the person, not Mr. Mark Zuckerberg, but other person, instead of him giving $60,000 for his job, he was offering other option to get the stocks in a Facebook. And obviously for David, that was a big decision. Obviously 60,000 would give him, I don't know, he could buy a nice car or go on great holidays with family members. But he was taking the risk, and he was saying, okay, I'm going to take the stocks from the Facebook. And of course, his stocks today is worth more than $200 million, which is a lot of money. So what I want to say to you today, to go somewhere in your life, you need to take the risk, but calculated risk. And previously, what we showed in a video, and if you agree with me, 3 years ago when people was committing the project, that was the big and huge risk. Myself, when I committed in a project, there was no land, there was no ministers, there was no engineers and scientists involved, there was nothing. So we was taking the biggest risk what we could take. But today you have everything. You have already up and running technology which is going through the certification. We have, as Manjula mentioned, we have already India involved in this project, which is going to build this technology next year in India, 2 projects. There is also involved Australia. We have involved Europe area. We have involved Philippines, Emirates, many countries more. So there is a lot of projects in place. The only thing what is stopped us at the moment is certification. So that's why you have still opportunity to come abroad in our project and be the co-owner of this technology. So how we done this so far? Mr. Unitsky, previously he been but he was had a lot of challenge to get the money to start building an eco-techno park. And there was, of course, coming big investors who wanted biggest portion of this company. But because this is Unitsky's idea, this is Unitsky's little baby, he wants to be the main shareholder of this company. So that's why Andrei Havratov gave him idea to give a lot of people this opportunity to be part of this project. So that's why today we created crowd investing platform where any amount will help Mr. Unitsky, and return you will receive pipes in a company. But how we done it? Through the SkyWay Invest Group, we created education information package where you purchase education with the different value of this package, and as a gift you receive different pipes in a company. So what I mean by that, let's say where is, for example, 600,000 pre-IPO equity in a company. So what I mean by that, when the company goes on stock market, we say 2-3 years time, so that one equity will be equal with $1. That's mean with 2,500 units, you will straight away get 2,062 equity in a company. And of course, the more we're going to build it in a company, the more equity will go up. So this is what we can offer for you from the standard ERPs. The most popular for us is ERP installments, which is created more than, I would say, 60% people coming with these packages, because people do want to get, and they see the value, what they can get out of it, but they don't have straight away this money amount. So let's say the same 2,500, they don't have in their pocket this cash, but they can choose to do installments for 10 months. Or even for bigger amount, people go for 10,000 or 5,000. And currently we have a promotion. Sorry, I didn't put up, but if you go in a SkyWay Invest Group website, you can see we have also for 3 months, people can choose the packages. The little ones for $10, $25 or $50 is created for gifts for the kids. Also, I created in installment for my little daughter. So we want to give opportunity for each person, depend what finance situation is for you. Company also wants to give back to the existing partners in our company, which I'll explain you later. People start earning commission, and they wanna get more packages in a company, so we give a higher discount in our company. So this is only available for partners who receive bonus cash in their back office. Today, a lot of people, and actually myself, I went to India last week, and we was attending for a rail exhibition where a lot of people was so interested about this technology. They want to build there, they want to create this technology in this place. But we are really strict in our company. We don't take really no one from outside. So to fall in this criteria, you need to be, if you want to initiate the project, you need to be at least for manager and or even for consultant. But I will explain you later on. So what consultant going to give it to you? Consultant going to give you 400,000 pre-IPO equity in a company. You also will be able to attend to master profit, which will give you more understanding about the company inside out, how to promote the company, how to take it next level. And manager will give you also, if you want to take this project as a opportunity for your country, and you see the potential if you want to also create this technology in your area. The next couple slides, I will talk about the business opportunities in SkyWay Invest Group. And of course, as you understand, today we are giving opportunity for each person who wants to support this project. But why are we doing this? Why we offer everyone to be part of it? Because what we understand that today people, and Manjula mentioned, we are living in a world I call rat race. So we got our job, what I call, and we live our life to go to work, get the money, pay the bills, get the 28 days of holidays a year, and that's how we live. We forgot about our dreams, what we're going to do in our life. Exactly this happened to myself. And I was just kind of chasing the money, but never had time enough for myself, for my daughter, and I wasn't able to go as much holidays as I would love to. So think about what you want to actually in your life. Do you want to really work for someone else? Someone else dream make true, or you want to make your dream come true? So this is the question for you: what you want to run in your life? And a lot of people today who commit in a project, they're happy to wait and see what's going to happen after 2 to 3 years time. But some people want to take this project as a business. So today in our company created a greatest marketing plan where can people start living a bit more, not financially free, but having more earnings like they had before. So company today gives back to the network 35% to people who talks about this opportunity. And so how I look in this project. So we're not today, I don't know, selling any shampoos, or we're not selling any health products. We are giving people opportunity to be a co-owner of this technology. So we give not just for a couple months to using this product, but we give the legacy. We give people to receive something much, much, much bigger. And at the same time, because company didn't want to use this opportunity to advertise, which advertise costs a lot of money, they decided to give back to the people. So today people can start and earn money when they talk, and people also commit in the project. Once you build your network in a company and you start having a bigger structure, you can also become the company representative. I will give you like good example from our company is Ash, who representing the India region. So he decided to take this. Opportunity and open office in India, and as a company representative, he will also earn the commission 6%, and also he how many directors he's going to have in a company, so they're going to share this revenue. And it's the same for any other regions. I'm from Latvia, so if I'm willing to take this project to Latvia, also I have this opportunity. From the big contracts today, probably you agree with me, bigger investors wouldn't go through the network, because through the network, people can commit in a project from little amount of money, $10 up to 99,000. And big investors who want to commit in a project, they will be willing to invest up to 100,000. So they're not gonna just go to me, but they want to go to Belarus, see personally Mr. Unitsky, sign a different agreements, different. So also they want to see, but they realize what is technology about and how it looks. And as I mentioned before, you also can do the project initiation, but this is really, really long process. And if you agree with me, if you have entrepreneur mindset, you don't want to just spend all year or two to initiate somewhere the project and wait this big amount commission, while you can start earn money today through the network. And people believe people. So if I talk to my good friend of mine, they're going to believe me more. So you can start with a network, and then you can do company representative from big contracts and project initiations. And the company for the future offers initial IPO, which the company is valuated and go on the stock market. And as I mentioned, the one equity will be equal with $1. The more we're going to build it, the more equity will be worth. And the future, when the company is going to start getting the profit, 20% will go back to all people who support Mr. Unitsky. So quarterly, he will pay the dividends back to yourself and for all your life. A little bit go into marketing plan. If we do have here people who've been previously or still involved in network marketing. So there's different marketing, the structures, as you know. I wasn't really as much involved in network marketing, but I know there is different binaural system or different matrix system. But today in our company, you are the only one who can be on the top. So it's not like if I'm going to involve, let's say, Manjula, I'm not going to earn more because Manjula going to work more. So she's going to earn, I hope that makes sense. So she can earn more than me, but it's not going to affect me. I don't know if this makes sense. So we can have infinity in our company. So there's no 10 levels, 20 levels, there's just infinity. And the more you in a rank get more in manager, leaders manager, top manager, you can see you can earn more than in your third or fourth line. It's really all the people who are coming from different marketing companies, they are really amazed actually our structure, what Mr. Andrei Havratov created. So if you want to calculate yourself what is your earnings today with any company, and if you put these earnings into this marketing plan, you will be amazed. That's for sure. And of course, today I'm not just talking about SkyWay string technology, about the venture project, and about just the technology what we're going to implement globally near future. But 2014 till today, there was different scientists involved, venture. So we still was counting as a startup company. But later on, we're going to start a more move into manufacturing market. Of course, the company is from Belarus, so Belarus can't really, the more we're going to build it, they can't send all the parts from Belarus. We have to open the different factories in regions. So we also going to have assets in factories. The more we're going to start build the roads, there also will be involved real estate, because we're going to start creating different linear cities. When the companies start going to go on stock market, obviously the equity, your share will going to have the value, and we just can go so on and on how big potential today we have in SkyWay Technology. So what we can offer today, so anyone can be part of the project and you can start earn money from day one. Your minimum commitment in a project needs to be at least $8, and you can have unlimited earning potentials, as I mentioned in previous slide. We have unique product, which is transport, which is by McKinsey's latest calculation. The transport technology today is the big gap in the market, which is valued for $250 trillion. So you agree with me, this is a massive opportunity for us. So we not talk about, again, for different little projects, we're talking about the big transport infrastructure. And today anyone can enroll in a company. The baby who receive a birth certificate and the 19 years old lady. So it's really simple how you can start. Only thing what you need to do, the person who invited you to this webinar or who is talking about this opportunity, you need to get the person's registration link where you register, where you sign up a cooperation agreement, and you need to verify your account. What I mean by that, you need to show that you are a person who exists, so you need to prove your ID and your address. When you start talking about the company, about the business, you need to learn about the company. You need to do your own due diligence, because you can't just read, I don't know, or listen your family member. No, this is not the right company. This is not, it's, I don't want to say bad words, but we have previously that the people saying this company doesn't exist and etc. But do your own due diligence. Look into internet, look in Mr. Unitsky website. And you need to help other people and develop their client base. The more you're going to talk, the more you're going to involve different people, you're going to start learn about the company. We have in London and different regions like Australia, India, we have different trainings and conferences. And of course, online, like webinar. And most important is to do the self-development every day. So you need to know what you want out of your life, why you want to do this. You have to have big why. Of course, taking the responsibility and follow the system. The system what SkyWay Invest Group was creating in our company works. So if you follow it, everything was going to be cool. And we have a great team who can help you to build this business even more successful. And we have amazing promotion. I don't know, it's been already on for I think months. So 20 SkyWay Invest Group partners can go on cruise ship. So what you need to do, the promotion started from 1st July. So if 1st July, for example, if you are agent, you've done your personal commitment in a company at least for 200 units and you attracted 5 new agents or higher, you can also go on this promotion, the cruise ship. And there's also consultants and managers. The manager is going to get the best price. You will be able, sorry, I didn't put down, but you will be able to meet Mr. Andrea Havrato, who will give you personal mentoring or personal business education in our company. In SkyWay Invest Group website, you can see more details about what you need to do and how you need to do. Remember, you need to be start involving in a company from I hope that makes from 1st July. So if you've done your personal commitment in a company, let's say March, you're not going to be count or fall in this promotion. You need to be due from 1st July and upwards. Hope that makes sense. Go back to your person or your upline who can explain you more, or you can go visit SkyWay Invest Group website. So yeah, that's what I wanted to tell you. And these are, of course, my personal pictures. I just put that because this is my big why. I want to give people opportunity. I want people hear what me, Manjula, and my colleagues are saying to you. And this is really once life opportunity, because none of the companies today, biggest companies, don't involve people. We do involve, and I know I give you unique opportunity. So obviously your decision is, do you want to more look into that, or you want to ignore it, or you want to wait? That's obviously your decision. But I just put little quote here, which is opportunities don't come often, like opportunities don't often come along. So when they do, you have to grab them. Is that right? And I was telling about this, one of my friend, I said, oh, opportunities don't come every day. But she was saying to me, it does. Opportunities actually come every single day, but we don't see it. But what I can show you, this opportunity, you're not going to see probably, I don't know, who else going to create this opportunity, because we are involving crowd in big, massive project. So that's from my side, that's it. And I hope I explain you as much as I can. And Manjula, she's been great today with us. If you have any questions, any concerns, what you want to know more about, thank you very much, Boris. What video do you want me to send it to you? Is there any other questions? I can see we have new people. Jasmine, did you like the webinar? If we're not going to have any questions, I probably will let you go because it's late evening, or some of the countries are early morning. So I'm sure you have different plans for this next couple hours. So as me, I done my job, which I love it. I love the share opportunity, probably Manjula as well, because I see with what kind of passion she was explaining you about SkyWay String technology. Perfect. Thank you very much. Thank you very much, Manjula.
Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you much, everyone who attended. And again, I will see you, or you can hear me, next week, Monday, at the same time. Who is in London, we're going to have every weekly or every other week our live event in our office. And next week, 4th of November, we're going to have a bigger event in London. So yeah.
And tomorrow evening.
And tomorrow evening, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay then, thank you very much, and I will see you and hear you really soon. Bye.